Previously on My Name is Paden.
This is my camp, and we got a hitching post at our camp, which is really nice.
After puttering around for a bit, I met this local, an aspiring young buck entrepreneur, called himself
Perno Mancuso.
I have began my own private arms dealer company. This is going to be a fun start to a wonderful business relationship. Miss Parker, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think I am thinking what you're thinking. What about you, Perno? Are you thinking what he's thinking, what I'm thinking, what he's thinking?
How many bartenders does it take to get a drink around here?
As we were leaving, we bumped into this feller, goes by the name
Dawson, nice to meet you.
Dawson, nice to meet you, friend. Christian Paden.
He mentioned he's in the market for some weapons and some ammo, but at the bottom of that message, he left us with a warning. He's wanted by one of the most
Deadliest gangs in New Dakota. Oh, shit.
You know the kind of guy who seems to be in the wrong place at the wrong time? Well, that's me. It didn't always used to be like this, though. You see, I'm not from around here. Back home, I heard of this place called New Dakota. Sounded like a good place for a new start, land of opportunity and all. A new town, with new folks. You never know what you get yourself into. One thing I do know is, I'm just trying to start a new life. My name is Paden. It's been some time since I started my weapon arms dealer business. My business associate and friend, Perno Mancuso, he's been a tremendous help getting us started in New Dakota. I was talking to him the other day about expanding our business name to Perno Paden Enterprises. He most definitely has earned his keep, so I thought it'd be fair to be co-owners. I was puttering around my camp all day, and I thought taking a ride to Valentine might cause some excitement in my life. So I packed up my things and I began the trek up north. After some time, I arrived in Valentine by nightfall. One thing I always say about Valentine, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what degenerate is causing trouble around here today.
Hey there, Deputy.
Oh, I thought he was talking to me. I was like, I'm no fucking lawman, dude. I'm well far from law enforcement.
Upon my arrival, I was feeling parched to the tongue, so I went into that saloon for some delicious refreshments.
He's now interested in some of the fine delicacy. Is he talking to me? He's talking to me. Out of there, friend.
Be quiet ones.
Yeah. We just came into town after a while, so we're just getting used to getting the feel for it, you know.
Right.
I'm nervous. I'm not expecting
Don't let me
to
disturb you then.
Hey, no worries. You enjoy your night, friend.
Satisfied with the self-service, I was just about to leave the town of Valentine until I bumped into a familiar face. Lincoln Marlowe, aka Dawson.
Oh my God. Is that who I think it is? My goodness, Mr. Lincoln, is it?
Yep, haven't seen you in a while.
Oh my good gracious God almighty above. How the hell are you doing, my friend? It has been a hot minute.
Pretty good. Went up and joined the deputies.
Oh, no kidding. Look at you.
Yeah.
Moving up in the world.
As we were catching up with each other, Mr. Lincoln was mentioning that he's now a deputy. He has now joined the new Hanover Sheriff's Department.
You see this Lancaster repeater on my back right now?
Yes, mighty fine weapon.
I was actually going to come to you and ask you for it, but there's a gentleman, Porcelli, or I believe that's how you say it.
I see. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting them fellers.
Just hope that you never will have to.
Oh, I see it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Mafia fellows in Saint Denis.
Mafia in Saint Denis, you don't say.
They're offering law enforcement a very high discount off of their weapons and ammo.
This is some very interesting information Mr. Lincoln just told me. An Italian mob brewing in the heart of Saint Denis, and apparently they have their own source of weapon arms dealing. But what really gets me going is they're trying to get in with our friends in the sheriff's department.
That's good to know, Mr. Lincoln.
I thought I would let you know just in case they start poaching your business.
Once our conversation had ended, I wanted to get back to work on our new business.
All right, Mr. Lincoln, I'll leave you to it.
I'll leave you to it as well. Again, if you need any help, just let me know. It's awfully
For sure.
slow right now.
For sure. Mr. Lincoln, you take care, friend.
I was thinking to myself, I really enjoyed that wagon delivery we did a while back with Perno and Parker. So, I rode all the way down to New Austin to get started. But before I started the delivery, I wanted to check my telegrams, just in case there was a business order. I took a pit stop at Benedict Point. I was checking my telegrams and I noticed I did get a message from the man himself, Perno Mancuso.
Mr. Red, I heard you were back from your trip and in the county. I will be up at the mining spot at Mount Sean for a few more hours. Heading into Blackwater to sell a rolling block rifle and such. Please meet me with me so we can discuss more about the company and its future. Best of luck and Godspeed, Mr. Mancuso, aka Mr. Blue.
I messaged him back saying I received his telegram and I'm on my way to meet with him in Blackwater. I told myself just kidding on the wagon delivery and I was riding my way back to West Elizabeth. I was thinking to myself on the way there how excited I was to inform Mr. Perno about the new information Mr. Lincoln told us earlier. But then suddenly,
The dog, oh God. Oh God, my foot. You didn't stop to see if I was okay. All right, well, that's cool. I'll just walk it off. I don't think Ronald's gonna walk it off though. Oh no, Ronald. What have you done to Ronald?
after I got a new Ronald from ways I won't explain right now, I continued to ride up to Blackwater, where I eventually met up with our friend, Mr. Blue.
So we're meeting our business associate, Mr. Mancuso, aka Mr. Blue, aka the other half of Perno and Paden Enterprises. I think I'm gonna start farming carrots. I think that might be fun. I don't really think it's gonna give us much money, but I think it'd be fun to do. There you go, Ronald. You stay there, okay? If you see a wagon, be sure to get the fuck out of the way. All right, stay there, buddy. We'll be back. Mr. Perno. Mr. Perno! My God, it is. Howdy, Mr. Perno. Mr. Perno.
All right.
I hear you loud and clear, Mr. Perno. How are you doing? Long time no see.
I am doing well and been very busy while you've been out of the county, my friend.
Oh, I see, no doubt.
Perno proposed the option to take a boat ride out of the town so we can discuss business matters in private. However, there's one thing Perno didn't know. I've never driven a boat before.
Well, it sounds like it's a good thing that we contacted these. What's going on here?
Oh, Mr. Perno. Mr. Perno.
I'm not sure what happened on that boat after it sank. One moment I blacked out, next moment I was on top of Mount Shan with Mr. Perno right beside me.
Oh, Mr. Perno, this is why. This is exactly why I don't go in the water.
Don't be a wuss, Mr. Paden. It ain't like you never swam before.
You think penguins are good for swimming? Well, they are. But not a crimson penguin. We don't go in the water, no.
Once we coughed up the water from our lungs, Mr. Perno and I finally came to our senses.
Mr. Perno, are you okay?
Oh, I am alright, Mr. Paden, but my cores are really low, and I think we should get off this mountain. Luckily, my camp isn't too far.
Mr. Perno, how did we get here? Actually, let's not worry about it. Let's worry about getting down.
We carefully made our way down the mountain and onto the main road. Eventually, we reached Mr. Perno's camp. He lives in a log cabin just northwest of Strawberry, living large and in charge of this neck of the woods.
I guess I veered too far to the left and we sank. But luckily, Perno's camp is right here.
Now, Mr. Paden, make sure you grab yourself a stew when you go on inside. I'm gonna go sit by the fire.
I don't really have any other clothes to change, so I'm just gonna take my coat off. Because I like the way I look without the coat. Ah, beautiful. Now we're dry. Ah, Mr. Perno. Nice and dry.
Likewise myself, Mr. Paden, I feel like you would appreciate this outfit. A little bit of crimson red.
I
involved
do.
with
I was
it.
gonna say that looks like a mighty fine outfit, Mr. Perno.
Once we got settled in, we finally had a moment to breathe. We cleaned up, changed our clothes, and then began sitting by the fire to warm up. We then started to discuss about the future of our weapon arms dealing business. Perno mentioned he's been talking to some groups that take part of the nefarious activities, while I, on the other hand, have been in contact with our friends in the law enforcement. I'm thinking maybe this is a route we could go down that would benefit our company. Me and Mr. Perno are not outlaws by any means, but him and I agree you can't always depend on the law enforcement to protect and serve.
Mr. Perno, my good friend and deputy of Valentine, Mr. Lincoln Marlowe, was giving me inside information about a mob in Saint Denis. He informed me they are providing their own arms weapon dealer services.
You said this was down in Saint Denis, Mr. Paden.
Yes, Saint Denis area. And it looks like they are expanding because they were up by Valentine the other day.
See, that's awfully close to the turf that I've created, Mr. Paden, over in Blackwater.
Now there's two things Christian Paden does not like. 1. Competition. 2. Sharing. So there's something we gotta do about the situation. I then proposed an idea to Mr. Perno.
What about this? My allegiance is towards my friends in the Force. They don't know that we know them. So what if... Now, let's not go out of our way to know these people, just in case things go south. But if the opportunity arises, let's see if we can work with them and act as a double agent to provide information to our friends in the law enforcement. Does that make sense?
I would be interested in that, Mr. Paden, as long as there was, how do you say, cold hard cash involved in that.
Oh, yes, I heard these mobsters pay a pretty penny for their work.
And not only that, you have to think, Mr. Paden, if we're going to be providing information, we're going to be risking our own lives. We just almost died in a boat. You know, back in Italy, my father used to talk about these individuals, a fella that used to run a dictatorship even, and they can get real nasty, Mr. Paden.
Well, you know what, Mr. Perno? We can get just as nasty.
After discussing this with Mr. Perno, he said he likes this idea. I asked him if he would accompany me riding to Valentine to pitch this idea to Deputy Lincoln.
Mr. Perno, would you be willing to ride with me to Valentine to maybe see if we can catch Deputy Lincoln Marlowe, and maybe we can discuss this opportunity to him?
Well, Mr. Paden, I've got some time on my hands, and I think I will go ahead and do that with you. I've got all my oars and everything on me, so if you meet any potential customers, as long as we can muster up a campfire, I can do whatever we need to for those clients.
Once we were ready, we packed our things and made our way up to everyone's favorite town. Not my favorite town, but you know what I mean. I found Deputy Lincoln keeping things in order in Valentine, and I asked to speak with him when he was available.
Howdy, Mr. Lincoln. I was wondering if I could have a word with you if you weren't too busy.
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta get my shadows ready for their first.
Oh, sure. No worries. No worries. This is
convoy, and then
no worries. Take your time. I will be in the saloon.
Folks, things is getting a little too hot in town here. If you ain't got no business, sure would appreciate if you could clear out.
I went back to that saloon, and Mr. Perno and myself, we struck up a conversation with another deputy in the town.
Did you hear that as well?
I did, Mr. Perno. Were they talking to us? Or the crowd in front of the sheriff's department?
I am not sure. I suppose we could always ask somebody, but let's just stand here for a moment, see what's going on.
What are you fellers needing to know?
Just wondering why the sheriffs and deputies over there were saying for everybody to clear out of town.
Well, in your eyes, right, there should be a little cowboy, and I believe it's red right now. The bottom left of your eye.
I see, yes.
Yeah, when that starts getting red, the tension in the air is a little too high. It start messing with you and, make you black out. So when that happens, it's good to clear out of that area and maybe just move on if there's no business that you got to take care of.
I see.
I did think I heard about this in the newspaper as well, so I'm glad that you told us about it.
No problem. I mean, I believe, who are you looking for?
Mr. Paden, what was the...
I was going to talk to Deputy Lincoln Marlowe. He's talking to the shadows over there for a moment.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can stick around. You got some business with the law. There ain't no problem with that.
Sir, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, my name's Rusty Shackelford. I'm a deputy here.
We let him know about Perno Paden Enterprises, and lucky enough, they seemed interested in working with us in the future.
I may be in the market for a few guns here shortly. I'm waiting for the government to fix my pockets.
Sure.
The tailor had cut them out of my pants.
After Lincoln was done attending to the townsfolk, he met up with Mr. Perno and myself. We then went into this new eatery that just opened up in town so we can discuss our proposal in private.
I've never been here. This is so cool. So what? It's a fucking restaurant
And
or something?
This is the Valentine Eatery. Right now, there's no food, but we can sit down and talk at any
that's
of the
okay.
tables.
I like this, Mr. Perno.
I figured you might like
This is
Mr.
actually
Paden.
really fucking cool, Mr. Lincoln.
Sorry about that. That took me a while to load it.
No worries, Mr. Lincoln. You hear us, okay?
I can hear you guys just fine.
Mr. Lincoln, I know you're a very busy man. We won't take up too much of your time. I'll get straight to the point.
I'm pretty free, so you take it.
Oh, I'll take all the time. No, I'm just kidding. Mr. Lincoln, let me discuss with you. I want to talk about these Torcelli fellas. With the information you provided us about these Torcelli fellas with their own weapons dealer business, it appears they may become in conflict with the Perno and Paden Enterprises business. So, Mr. Lincoln, if the time comes, what if we sort of act as how you would say a double agent with these Torcelli fellas? Maybe get a little bit of more information about them so we can take them down from the inside and out. We were discussing with Mr. Lincoln for quite some time about our proposal to deal with the Torcellis. To help sweeten the deal, Mr. Perno mentioned that we can offer all of our services at Perno and Paden Enterprises to the entire chef's department for a competitive price.
I'm thinking we could do 80 and plus one free box of ammunition for every box of ammunition purchased for lawmen only.
Now, what say you, Mr. Lincoln, about that?
I would say I would advertise it to the whole department and send them your way.
After discussing our proposal to Deputy Lincoln, he mentioned he likes this idea. He wants to operate immediately. But first, Mr. Lincoln's going to need to discuss this with the higher-ups of the department for approval. Before we said our farewells, he said he would reach out to me in telegrams. But until then, I've been wanting to dabble into this whole farming gig. Maybe create a new branch in Perno and Paden Enterprises. Mr. Perno said that we could go buy some things down in Thieves Landing. He said he would take me down there to show me around. I like this idea, but I don't know if I want to go down to that dump of Thieves Landing. You have to be careful around these parts. It's a lawless land in New Dakota. It's riddled with all them Del Lobo gang fellers. One wrong look could be the last look you make. And unfortunately, Mr. Perno and I learned this the hard way.
We are in the weapons dealer / guns for hire / wagon protection. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, God. Now you've done it. Let's all calm down here. It's all a misunderstanding. Calm down here. Put your pistols back in your holsters and keep your goddamn eyeballs off of me, all right? Oh, shit. Is that Perno? Perno! No! Perno! Somebody call the doctor! Please! Get the goddamn doctor, horse!
Oh,
I'll get you to the doctor.
I'm here. Put me down, you crazy hooligan.
Perno! Are you okay?
I think I'm gonna be alright. You just need to put me down.
Perno, stay with me. Don't you close your eyes. Stay with me, buddy.
Will you stop being so annoying? Mr. Paden, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Perno, yes, speak to me. Speak to me, brother.
I think I got a bullet in my shoulder.
Oh, Perno,
But,
we gotta get you to the doctor, buddy.
really like if you didn't touch me again. Now you're touching me.
Perno,
again.
stay with me, buddy.
For the
stay
record,
with me.
Your horse is not comfortable. I'm so cold, Mr. Paden.
No, Perno, stay with me, buddy. I don't know where the fuck the doctor is here. I need a doctor. I need a doctor. Hurry, please.
Yeah, what's up, fella?
Are you a doctor? Hey,
Yeah.
my friend's hurt. He needs help, please.
I'll let him down.
Okay, let him down.
What exactly happened?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Perno. My friend here. We were riding through Thieves Landing. Oh, sorry. Let me quiet my voice. Very flustered right now. Whew. Okay, we were riding through Thieves Landing, you see.
As far as they were concerned,
And one of the townsfolk over in Thieves Landing wanted to get frisky with my friend here. We were having none of that. And then we may have gotten into a little scramble. And that scramble led to a gun shootout. And unfortunately, my friend was on the opposite side of the rifle.
Yeah, he got a bullet wound probably to the left
You might
shoulder.
want to move your horse just in case it gets frisky and gets
Oh, yes. Ronald, get out of here. This is no place for a horse right now. All right, Ronald, stay there. And don't get into trouble. Oh, man, today's just been one thing after another, I tell you.
thankfully them doctors in Blackwater swooped in and saved the day. Perno was in critical condition, so they just began operating on him right on the side of the road. There was so much happening, so fast, I
I'm gonna puke. Let me step aside. I know there's like a action to throw up, but okay, much better.
One thing to know about Mr. Perno, he's as tough as nails, so of course he pulled through.
Oh, Perno.
Can you hear me?
Easy, buddy. This is gonna sting a little bit, and this is gonna hurt like a bitch.
Oh.
Just deep breaths. It's alright.
Is there people talking? I got this loud, crazy ringing in my ear.
Perno, it's me. It's your boy. It's your boy Christian.
Is that Mr. Paden?
Yes, it is I, Mr. Paden, also known as Christian. Howdy.
Oh,
Mr. Perno. My God. Miracles.
How do you feel?
I'm able to stand, man, but I'm awfully woozy.
Take those blunts for pain as needed.
Promptly following the doctor's orders of recovering from a gunshot wound, we immediately went down the street into the saloon, got some stew and some whiskey. It's just another day here in New Dakota. And of course, naturally, we are good salesmen, so we promoted our business at Perno Paden Enterprises to the lovely townsfolk, just before they almost saw Mr. Blue bleed out on the road and turn into Mr. Red.
Well, let's do this then, because Mr. Paden and I love to do promos for first-time customers. We'll do the 370 for $500 flat.
You got yourself a goddamn deal.
Doing that fucking business, Perno. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, all I wanted to do was to look at how to start farming. Somehow, I convinced Mr. Perno to go back to Thieves Landing for just a quick look.
Let's try and not get shot this time. That'd be great. These goddamn Del Lobos. I'm looking at you, you four-eyed looking smelly ass. Get out of my way. Ain't got time for no Del Lobos, I tell you.
But funny enough, we almost got into another shootout because the people here got no sense of humor.
Excuse me, fella.
Mr. Paden, let's try not to aggro the locals so we don't have last time situation.
I'll take the blame on this one, Mr. Perno.
Well, you're lucky, Mr. Paden. I got a thing for headshots.
I was just trying to goof around with this gentleman, but apparently this guy has no sense of humor as well as no more brains, so we should probably step away.
Finally, we found this person selling seeds, but I'm sure you can guess what line of work they were in. They were a drug smuggler. I told Mr. Perno I was done here and I wanted to check out some legal ways to start farming. Without wanting to repeat the events from earlier, we then hightailed it out of here into the shops in Blackwater. Mr. Perno was helping me get all the items to start farming, except the lady at the stand, she wouldn't shut up about animals or something. She smelt really bad and I just really couldn't understand her. I was about to pass out until we bumped into some new faces.
Hey, you guys wouldn't happen to be ranchers, would you?
No, myself I'm more of a
no.
miner, but my business partner over there is looking into farming and ranching.
Ranching or just farming?
Right now, just the farming.
All right, now, well, it's interesting that you guys ought to be wearing red, but we're the Silver Cattle Ranchers, and if you ever need tips and tricks, then come to the shop and we'll help you out.
Silver Cattle Ranchers, you say?
Indeed, they did say the Silver Cattle Ranchers. They're a group of, well, ranchers who move their livestock all around New Dakota. We were talking to them and, of course, advertised about Perno Paden Enterprises. I'm hoping this could be a window into the guns for hire service we offer.
Oh, I see.
I see. So we're always looking for some hired guns on our trail. How much do you charge for guns for hire for a cattle run from for a long distance?
Long distance cattle run? Well, I'll be honest. We have not done one of those yet, so prices, it's negotiable.
I think that would be mighty fine. I mean, we actually already have a base price that we pay y'all hire. If you guys are interested.
I see. Can we ask how much prices are you guys selling?
Well, right now, since we know that your lives will be on the line, we do about 400 up front.
Well, that sounds
400. That does sound mighty fine.
Thankfully, I kept my big mouth shut because they're offering to pay us double the amount I was going to offer. After talking to our cattle rancher friends for a while, we struck up a deal and they said they'll contact us next time they got a herd ready to go.
Well, you all take care, be safe, and we'll stay in touch.
Yep, keep in touch and we'll see you around then.
Mr. Paden, did you get all your farming purchasing done?
I think so. Let me check my pockets here. I think I got everything.
That is one funny way of checking your pockets.
Remember when you said you were playing that harmonica and talking at the same time? Well, I can check my pockets with my hands up at the same time. Don't ask
Did your
how.
mama teach you that one too? Mr. Paden?
Don't look at my drugs. I accidentally bought drugs.
Well, careful now, Christian. He's not robbing you, all right? Is he?
Nope.
No. All right, Mr. Perno. I do actually got everything I need for the farming. Should we head on to my camp then?
After I got all the farming items from that smelly animal lady, we were ready to go to my camp up in Henniganstead. On the way to my humble abode, Mr. Perno and myself were discussing how exciting it is that every day we seem to bump into new friends and we're able to offer our services to them. I think we're really building a sense of community.
And I do agree with you tenfold. If anything, we've seen more business, especially since that gang came into town. The mafia you were talking about, we got more competition than ever.
Now, Mr. Perno, I do realize it is more competition. Please have some stew. Help yourself. I do realize it may appear more competition, but what we have that they will never have is one word, Mr. Perno. And that one word is community. Building friendships and relationships that can last a lifetime. They're doing it all wrong. What they do not have and what they will never have is community.
After that motivational speech, I thought I would now try my hand at this farming gig. After a while of digging holes and singing songs, I realized one thing that surprisingly isn't a surprise at all. I'm very impatient. So I decided to take a pause on this whole farming shindig and go make some extra money doing wagon runs.
Sell goods, sell your goods. There we go. Boom. All right, Mr. Perno. Here we go.
Where is our location, Mr. Paden?
Let me check. Don't be Coulter. Please don't be Coulter. Oh, Strawberry, thank God. It appears we're going to Strawberry, Mr. Perno.
It turns out it wasn't Strawberry. You want to know where that drop-off actually was?
Wait, where are we going? Strawberry or Valentine? We're not going to Strawberry. We're going to Van Horn.
We had to change our course and drive all the way to that dump of Van Horn.
Mr. Perno's not going to be too happy. I totally got the wrong directions. Mr. Perno, you're going to find this hilarious. We're actually not going to Strawberry.
So where are we going?
We actually got to go to Van Horn.
Man, we've been doing a shit ton of driving today. Seems like we're going from one end of New Dakota to the other. We finally make it to Van Horn and eventually complete the delivery. Mr. Perno said he's gonna take the train out of the county for the day. So we said our goodbyes for now, and then I rode up to Annesburg Bank to deposit all my hard-earned cash money. I gotta say, I was pretty proud of all the work we've done today. Making new contacts, getting the word out of our business. I needed to send a telegram to a new contact we made, but I had to compare weapon prices because I just can't remember anything anymore. I thought, while I'm in town, I'll just stop by the local gunsmith for a quick browse. Always show support to your local businesses, especially if they're Perno and Paden Enterprises. I was really feeling good about the future of this company until...
Get some cash money.
Hey, brother.
Howdy.
Are you a cop? Are you a sheriff? I mean, my bad. Sheriff.
No law enforcement here.
No law enforcement? I'm gonna throw them hands up there, brother. Come on, let's go. Nice and easy. Throw the hands up. Do not walk off this building. Throw the hands up right now. You have a shotgun right to your head.
Next time on My Name is Paden.
Alrighty, let's check our telegrams because we've been talking to some very, important people. It's been a while, Mr. McGavin. A lot of things have been going on since last time talking. Come on. You almost got it. Yeah, there you go. Good job. All right, so here we are. We're into the snake's pit. We're going to talk to the Italian mob. Oh my God, I'm being robbed. Where's the police? I'm just kidding. How you doing, Mr. Marlowe?
Send your bird out to get some meat.
Whoa.
You alright, mister?
Should I buy another horse?
You like my snow outfit?
Miss Nadine, look at that snow outfit. I like them pants. You okay there? You guys okay there?
That horse looks like it's fucked up. Well, no time to check.
I'll present you Mr. Perno and Mr. Paden of Perno Paden Enterprises. Gentlemen, this is Don Massimo Torricelli.
Hey everyone, CrimsonPenguin here. I want to say thank you so much for watching this episode of My Name is Paden. I had a lot of fun making this, and I really like how this turned out compared to the last one. If you enjoyed it too, please let me know by liking the video and comment down below. It really helps push this video out to other people. If this is your first time on my channel, I want to say thank you for stopping by. We cover tons of Red Dead videos here, funny moment videos, and YouTube shorts basically every day. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more content. And while you're at it, be sure to check out the live streams over on my Twitch. We stream 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Stay tuned for episode 3, and I'll see you guys in the next one.